Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai, and today we have the Ressha Sentai ToQger ToQ-Oh. And this is my very first Super Sentai slash Power Rangers toy review. So cool. I just realized this guy is backwards. So yes, this series is based on trains, and when they first announced it, I was just like, wow, why haven't they done this before? That just seems so obvious, you know, trains. Like, I don't know why, that just seems like such a standard like mech idea for Japan, because there's actually a good amount of train mechs in Japanese series, like Transformers. Sentai has a good amount. I guess the Brave series. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Gaigar. He's got a mech. He could train part as his shoulder blades, which looks really cool. I have a couple of Super Robot Shokoken figures from Gaigar, and so he's got a train on him. There's another Brave series. I can't remember the name, but the whole mech is a train, and it's based on him as a train. He's a bullet train. Looks really cool. But there's just another one. So yeah. So when they announced that trains was the main theme, I was just like, wow, I just don't... How did we not think of this before? It's a great idea. So awesome. I'm really glad to have it. He's a really nice figure. You can see they're all nice little individual change. And the way they work is you can actually have these bits fold out. If I can find them. Here we go. So this one here. I don't know the exact configuration, but basically, obviously, red's in front. Then you put this one here. Again, I don't know the exact. I could look it up, but I'm just so darn lazy. And then, yes, here we are. We got another one. As you can see, very long train set. But to make things a little easier, what we can do is separate everything. There we go. And then they have more connector bits. So it gives it a little more free movement, you can see. So if you want to turn it, I think it has another one. Nope, that's as much as this one does it. But they each have their little connector bits where they can separate. That way they can turn to make it a little more smooth. So that's really cool. Recently, Bandai Japan announced a railroad set that lights up in LEDs with each color, red, green, blue, yellow, and pink, and it looks amazing. Oh, I want it so bad, but it's so expensive. I think it's like $175, and woo, that's a steep price. So I don't know if I can get it. I'll try my darndest, but again, it's a big price range. But yes, this is a very large, long train set, so you can kind of just get them all going. And if you have a flat surface, they hold on very well, as you can see. And they roll very nice. But if it's not flat, they're not going to stay well on all. It is just tabbed in with a little hole at the bottom. So yes, very nice. And then you can also connect them in another way. So setting up all the Ressha, which is train in Japanese, or the Zords. So Ressha will be the equivalent of Zords in America when they come out. But if you set them up in this configuration, you can actually have them connected here with the green, so we'll go ahead and connect them all. This is the way they connect it in the show, which is very reminiscent of the Car Ranger slash Turbo, where all the vehicle modes combined and then it turned into a robot, which is cool. So on the Rainbow line, they link up like this. They get all close together and their lines merge, and it's pretty cool when you see it. So you have it like this. This is going to be connecting like this. So these two have a really cool sliding joint gimmick, whereas these ones peg in. But they have to be because they're the arms. So, very cool. So they line up all like this. And we have in this configuration. And they're driving along on their rainbow line. And he also comes with this sword slash gun, which I don't know has been used in the train mode yet, now that I think about it. Maybe only in the robot mode. But there you go. It's supposed to represent a crossing line. They can have go somewhere. And I don't remember how it goes. Like this, maybe? Like this. How did I do it before? Am I doing it backwards? Oh, that's the problem. I'm doing it backwards. So it goes in just like that, and it's supposed to be like the crossing rail. So you want to have it, you know, ding, 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 ding. No crossing, no crossing. Something like that. So that's how that works. But anyways, the trains are chugging along, and then what happens is really cool is here, this is the bottom of the feet, they come up, and they click in. You hear that click? Very nice. So bring it around like this. Next up, what we'll do, split the legs. I do like that they added a little bit of a gap. We're starting to see that more now with the current Megazords or robot figures, because before, usually in the more older style figures, they're pretty much like that. They're just standing up straight. So I like how the more current ones, they do make their legs splayed out a little to give it a more dynamic of a pose, because they're not known for their maneuverability. But anyways, next up, we'll go ahead and we'll rotate the fist. There we go. Break it up a little more, not so much of a train, more of a fist. Bring up this piece here. This is a kind of an awkward piece, you know. Jokes, ha ha ha. We're going to bring this piece up here, fold it down, tabs right in very nicely. Bring it around. Now all we need to do is bring this piece back around this way. And there we go. It just sits there. Nothing tabs in. It just sits there, but it's fine. It's not going anywhere. Right here is where it tabs in. You can already see there's two of these tabs here. Bring it around. And, oh, first we'll rotate these two train, I guess, header pieces. I don't know what you call them, but those two train pieces. Bring a little light up here. Bring it around. There we go. It's coming all together. Bring this part up. And this is really cool. We got two train doors. Split open, and there we go. There we have ToQ-Oh, ready for battle. So the fully combined ToQ-Oh is very nice looking. I do like all the colors. He's very colorful. He's known for being a rainbow. He's part of the rainbow line after all. So it gives you that Deca Ranger / SPD kind of look, where the helmet has got blue, he's got a visor, red. It's very, I mean, that's the first thing I thought when I saw this was it was SPD, Power Rangers SPD / Deca Ranger. And I know a lot of people thought the same thing as well. So interesting how that went. Next, you have this, again, the sword / gun. So I like having it in the sword configuration. I just prefer it. He just seems like a sword guy. You can have him like this, you know. As for posability, again, Megazords aren't known for their posability. So you really can just bring the arms up and down. That's it, 360. Nothing at the head, nothing at the waist, nothing at the feet. I mean, the feet go in, but, you know, this helps for stability if you splay them out. But you do have the arms kind of the arms are kind of tilted the way they are designed, so that's nice. Again, it adds a little more depth and dynamic posing to it. So you can have them holding the sword like this, or if you want, have it like a gun, like that. And I think that looks great. This is very nice, and adding all the other different trains that come along to it really makes it look nice. It is kind of flat, with the exception of the chest and this back piece, but it does seem kind of flat everywhere else, just because this is the only piece that's really jutting out at you, whereas this is all kind of one, you know, spot. But it works. This definitely works. It's a very nice looking figure with plenty of molding in it. You can see all this really nice molding in each of the trains, especially here at the front. Here we got this little X and circle pattern. Looks really nice. So you can really get just a nice look at that head sculpt, and it really is just nicely done. I do love that visor, and I do love the train tracks looks on the cheeks here coming around it, and the subway style doors and everything. And you see this top head crest matches with the I guess they go on the cables. I'm not really sure what those are called. I'm not really familiar with trains, but I like toys. So yes, this is very well done, and I love this chest plate here. Is the head of, not the head, but the front of the steam locomotive, which looks really cool, matched up nicely with the more current style, the bullet train. So I guess one of the kind of letdowns of this figure was the fact that there's no lights or sounds at all. So that was a little disappointing at first, just because the previous line was ToQger, Ressha Sentai ToQger, and that was packed to the brim with sound effects. So many sounds, like all the gimmicks were just, you put the gimmick, applied it to the Megazord, and there was a sound with it, and it was just phenomenal. But this one, not so much. This is more of a design. They were going for more of design aesthetics, more gimmicky with the transformations and the applied other trains. Whereas ToQger again was more. It was a lot of gimmicky with the toys and everything, but it was definitely more towards the sound effects. So I can appreciate both for what they are. Very nice. I like the scale because ToQger is nice. They are dinosaurs, so they are supposed to be big, but they are huge. Those figures are all really, really big. So I like the scale. It fits well on my shelf. Very nice. I have all my trains lined up on the shelf. So very, very cool. And I guess that's really all there is to say about this figure. It's very nice. Love it, love it. I highly suggest you watch the series. I highly suggest you pick up the toys. I can't wait to review more of them as they come. So anyways, guys, don't forget to follow me on Tumblr at Mecation, as well as Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart to find all my purchases, what's coming out, who's making what, stuff like that. There are even more figures to come with this guy, so I have pictures of those up. And just don't forget also to comment, like, and subscribe. I love talking to you guys. I love seeing who wants to see more of my videos. I enjoy when you guys say stuff like that. It really encourages me. You have no idea how much that encourages me when you guys talk to me to make more videos. So, anyways, guys, you all have a great day. Keep being you. I'll keep being me.